Okay, so your music career is finally making some real money. First off, that's awesome. But, and there's always a but, right? With that success comes a brand new problem. What do you do with all that cash? Suddenly, everyone's got an opinion. We're going to cut right through all that noise today. Because trust me, getting this part right is absolutely crucial for your future.
Well, maybe you're paying your bandmates late, or tax season is just an absolute nightmare. You've got money coming in from streams, from merch, from shows, but when you get to the end of the month, you have absolutely no clue where it all went, or if you even made a real profit. Yeah, if any of that is ringing a bell, you've crossed the threshold. All right, so we've identified the problem. Now let's talk about the solution. It's time to meet your potential financial team. We're going to break down these two key roles so you know exactly what you're dealing with.
Here's probably the easiest way to remember it. Accountants look at the past. They report on what already happened with your money. Business managers look to the future. They strategize about what's going to happen with your money. One is reactive, the other is proactive. Simple as that.
Okay, great. So now we know what they do. But that brings us to the biggest, most practical question of all. When do you actually hire them? Because with this stuff, timing really is everything.
And listen, it's not just about the final number. It's about complexity. Are you trying to juggle money from touring and merch and publishing and streaming? Do you have a whole team to pay out? Your manager, your agent, your band? Are you trying to make huge decisions like, should we buy a new van or can we afford to invest in a home studio? Those are the signs that you need a strategic partner in your corner.
Okay, so you've decided you need help. Let's talk brass tacks. How much is this going to cost? And, maybe even more importantly, what are the red flags? How do you spot a bad actor before it's too late? Let's get into the practical stuff.
So they typically take a percentage of your gross income. The standard is usually somewhere between 3 and 5%.
Okay, I need you to lean in and listen close here, because this might be the single most important thing we talk about today. You have to protect yourself. If anyone you're thinking about hiring is shady with the reports, if they dodge your questions, or, and this is the biggest red flag in the universe, if they ever mix your money with their own accounts, you run. You don't walk, you run away. Immediately. No second chances.
All right, let's start to wrap this up by shifting how we're thinking about this whole thing. This is not just about hiring someone to do your paperwork. It's about shifting into a pro mindset to protect the career that you have worked so damn hard to build.
So here's the smart play. Here's how you scale your team. You start with a great accountant, period. Then, as things get busier, maybe you add a monthly bookkeeper just to handle the day-to-day transaction stuff. And then, only when you hit that chaos threshold we talked about, when things get truly big and complex, that's when you bring in the business manager. The key is, don't hire for a problem you don't have yet.